I've talked about this on here a lot, but I've actually gone through, I don't know if I did that. I've gone through a lot in life, and honestly, it has taken a toll on my mental health. And I'm at the point in my life where I'm really ready to completely give all of my worries and everything to God and really just learn how to trust Him more and not lean on my own understanding. Hear me out. I was raised in the church, and I've always believed in God, mainly because I had my own experience with God at a really early age. I don't think it was just because I was raised in the church, but I literally had my own, like I said, experiences with God at an early age, which I'm thankful for, because some people, they don't believe until they, experience God for themselves. Anyways, after my daddy died, that's when I really started, feeling like I knew God for myself. Long story short, over the years, after losing both of my parents and after going through what I feel like is so much and just kind of getting in my own way of life, I'm actually just tired. And I really want to learn how to fully lean on God and trust Him with my life and with my purpose and everything. I've always had super big dreams since I was a little girl. Really, I've always wanted to be an actress or be on TV in some sort of way, but it's not because of me. I've had this personality since I was a little girl, and that's just always what I've dreamed of doing, and I felt like, at some point it's gonna happen for me. And throughout my life, it just seems like I get further and further away from feeling like I'm walking in my purpose these days. I used to be so full of joy, and I used to be so optimistic about life and the things that I would accomplish. I used to feel like I can accomplish anything in this world, y'all. I am not kidding. And these days, I literally just don't feel, I haven't felt worthy of a lot in a while, if that makes sense. And I know it's directly correlated to how my relationship with God has just kind of been on the back burner. I won't lie. Lately I found myself just trying to do things on my own and lean on my own understanding. My faith just has not been where it used to be, and I'm ready to get that back. For instance, I used to read my Bible every single day. I still pray daily, but I don't think I pray like I'm supposed to. I know God wants us to have a relationship with Him, but I just need to get deeper into my prayer life as well. And as far as just trusting God with my future, I've always struggled in two categories the most. One, with my finances, and two, with relationships. Those are the two things that has worried me literally my entire life. As a little girl, I remember not having much, and then watching my mom struggle, with 3 children and doing stuff by herself, having to ask for help. And I've been so afraid to get back to that. When I finally started making money, I literally just became so reckless with it. And I learned in therapy years ago that my spending habits were a way of my coping mechanism from losing my parents. So now I'm trying to unlearn all of that, and I'm trying to trust God with my finances and with my relationship status. I've always dreamed of being a mom, being a wife, and I've always just craved relationships and love, but my life just has not worked out that way for me. I'm very much a hopeless romantic. When I like someone, I really like them, and it seems like a revelation I came to the other day. I don't think anyone has ever truly loved me or cared about me in the way I have for them, speaking romantically. And I really feel like it's because I know for sure I have really bad abandonment issues, just because of losing my parents and a lot of other things. But the way that has been affecting my relationships and just my attachment style to people is actually insane, and I'm just so tired of it, and I know I need to do better. So this series is really just going to be about me diving deeper into my relationship with God and giving up some really bad habits. I'm trying to abstain right now. That's always been really hard for me because I had to realize that I was wanting intimacy so bad, and it's sex was the easiest way for me to get the intimacy that I really craved with someone that I actually loved. So it's just like learning to break those habits and really be okay by myself in this season. So that's just like a little rant, a little backstory. I'll go deeper on each category. This might be all over the place, but I don't know, if you're, in between the ages of like 25 to 30 maybe, and are trying to rediscover yourself or figure this thing out, learning to walk with God at a young age, then subscribe and follow me and let's go on this journey together. I know it's not going to be easy, and I'm pretty excited for it. I've actually said I wanted to dive deeper into my relationship with God many times throughout the years, and I always just fail because I always fall back into the traps that the devil has set out for me. The devil knows that I really struggle with the flesh. I really struggle with the flesh, and that's something I'm really trying to discover about myself. Like, why do I crave that so much? Why is it so hard for me to just stay away from sex? Why is it so hard for me to abstain? And honestly, it's just because when I'm feeling really low and empty, that just fills me up figuratively and literally. But anyways, like, on a serious note, I really want to step away from that lifestyle. I feel like the love that I desire and I crave is out there somewhere, and I just have to get in my mind that I don't have to use my body to get that. And as far as my finances, I've always just lived in a lack mindset, and I struggle because God has placed so many good ideas in me. He's given me a perfect personality for my desires and my dreams, but I don't have the resources to get there. Like, I'm in the process of writing books. I finished like 2 children's books, but just the cost to get those published, and like, I want to create a fitness clothing line, the cost to get that covered. I want to be on TV and everything, but taking acting classes while having to sustain myself by myself, it's like there's a roadblock for everything I want to do. And I really struggle with asking God, like, would you put these desires in my heart, or would you give me all these gifts for no reason if I can't even accomplish it? But what I want to learn by the end of this series, I don't think there's ever an end to self-discovery, but one thing I want to learn is to just take the first step and trust that God will do what he said he's going to do. If I feel like God has really put these things in my heart to do, I have to have faith that he will bring it to fruition in his way. So yeah, I'm just trying to build my faith up, y'all. So that might be what I call this series, building my faith. I don't know. I'll find a name for this series, but it will be on the video. And I hope you guys tune in, and I hope this video has shown you a little bit more about myself on a deeper level. And yeah, let's get to it.